Hello everyone, very good day to all of you. We are back with another lesson. You are watching Insights, and in this video I am going to explain you fractions. Now a fraction is a number of the form P over Q, and a fraction represents whole numbers or integers. Consider this example 2 over 3, where 2 is my numerator and 3 is my denominator. Now any whole number can be represented as a fraction, like let's say if I consider 5 is actually 5 over 1, 3 is actually 3 over 1. Now let's consider proper and improper fractions. Now a proper fraction is where you have the value of P which is less than Q. That is, if the fraction is represented in the form of P over Q, if P is less than Q, then that is a proper fraction. Let's say 3 over 4, 6 over 7, 11 over 13, etc. All these are examples of proper fractions. Now, improper fractions are those fractions where P is greater than Q. That is to say, 4 over 3 is an improper fraction. 7 over 6 is an improper fraction. Similarly, 13 over 11 is an improper fraction. Now let's look at mixed fractions. Now, mixed fractions are those fractions which contain a whole number and also a fractional part. Now consider this example 3 and 1 over 4. Now this is the whole number part because we have here 3 units and 1/4 of a unit. Therefore, this is actually 3.25. So how are we going to convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction is we simply have to multiply 4 by 3 and add 1. We multiply 4 into 3 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13, 13 over 4 is our improper fraction, which can be written as a mixed fraction of 3, 1 over 4. Look at this example, 2 over 3/4. Now this is a mixed fraction because we have 2 and 0.75 or 3/4 of 1 unit. So that we can directly convert this to an improper fraction as 4 multiplied by 2 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 over 4. Now let's move on to expressing fractions in their most simplest form. Now consider this example. I'm going to express this fraction in its most simplest form. Now I have number 4 that can be divided by number 2. 6 also can be divided by number 2. That means there are common factors to both the numerator and the denominator. 4 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2 because 2 is the common factor. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Therefore, 3 over 2 is my simplest form of the factor. Let's look at another example. 24 over 36. Now, 24 can be divided by 12. 24 divided by 12 is equal to 2. And 36 can be divided by 12 and that is equal to 3. Therefore, the simplest form of 24 over 36 is 2 over 3. Now let's look at how we can perform arithmetic operations on fractions. Now the addition operation can be performed on fractions. Now we'll consider this example where we have the common denominator. Now if we have a common denominator, this is like I have a square. Let's say I have a rectangle. I have divided it into 7 parts and I have one part here and I have another 3 parts here. Therefore, they are asking how many parts do I have out of 7. That is to say, I have 4 parts out of 7. So the learning point is, if you have the same denominator, you can simply add the numerators and write it under a denominator. But however, if you have different denominators, let's say the fractions are 1 over 3 and 1 over 2, then you need to find the LCM of 3 and 2. In order to find the LCM of 3 and 2, you need to divide both 3 and 2 by their prime numbers. So we get 3 into 2, which is 6. So when we have the common denominator, we can then divide the common denominator by the denominator of the first number and multiply it by the numerator. 6 divided by 3 is 2, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Therefore, I get 5 over 6. Let's move on to subtraction. Now, similar to addition, in subtraction also we have to find the common denominator if the fractions are not in the same denominator. Let's say 1 over 4 minus 5 over 9. Now in this case, our common denominator is 4 and 9. You have to find the LCM. First we will divide both the numbers by 2. Therefore we get 2 and 9. We will again divide by 2. We get 1 and 9. We will divide by 3. We get 1 and 3. We will divide by 3. We get 1 and 1. So 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 2 is 18. 18 into 2 is 36. Therefore, our common denominator should be 36. 36 divided by 4 is 9. 9 into 1 is 9. Minus 36 divided by 9 is 4. 4 into 5 is 20. Therefore, we get minus 11 over 36 as our fraction, as our answer. Suppose we had the same denominator. Now in this case, 4 over 7 minus 1 over 7 is directly, you subtract the numerator 4 minus 1 and you write the denominator as it is. Therefore, you get 3 over 7 directly. Now let's discuss multiplication of fractions. Now, if you have fractions and if you are required to multiply fractions, you can do so without any hassle. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. 9 multiplied by 8 is 72. But however, it's always better to convert the fraction into its simplest form. 12 over 72 is 1 over 6. Now there can be instances where you are required to find, let's say, 3/4 of 5 over 9. Now this is same as 3 over 4 multiplied by 5 over 9. Therefore you can say 3 into 5 is 15. 15 over 36. You divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3. You get 5 over 12. Now that's about multiplication of fractions. But before multiplying mixed fractions, you need to convert them into improper fractions. Let's look at an example. 1 over 6 multiplied by 2, 1 over 2. So you have to convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. 6 into 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7 over 6, multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 over 2. Therefore you get 7 into 5 is 35 and 6 into 2 is 12. Therefore I have my final answer 35 over 12. You can write this as a mixed fraction, that is 12 over 2 into 12 is 24, 24 plus 11 is 35. Now let's look at division of fractions. Now when it comes to division of fractions, you have to apply the reciprocal rule. That is, if you are to divide 6 over 7 by 1 over 5, then you have to multiply 6 over 7 by 5 over 1. Because reciprocal of 1 over 5 is 5 over 1 and reciprocal of a over b is b over 8. So now we can multiply, we get 6 into 5 is 30 and 30 over 7. We get 4, 2 over 7. Let's work out another example. Now 3 over 4 divided by 1 over 8. So 3 over 4 multiplied by 8 over 1. You can cancel 4 and 8 because 8 can be divided by 4. We get 2. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. 6 over 1 is actually 6. Now that's about fractions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button. Leave your comments and questions in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.